So first we're going to talk about remembering our why. Royal Crown Diamond Danette Goodyear says, if you're not grounded in your why, your first obstacle will overtake you and you'll want to quit. Don't let anyone affect your why. They don't pay your bills, so don't let them affect you. Don't let circumstances and difficulty affect your purpose and why. You will have issues, you will have trials, but don't let that stop you from your why. Your why will keep you going no matter what. We were created to serve other people. So just know that you're helping others. You're offering people wellness and health that they don't have elsewhere. And commit to not quit. Not dead, can't quit. The only way to fail is to quit. So don't quit and find your why. So like my why is my husband. He works long hours. And I'm doing this so that he can work a less stressful job one day, maybe retire and just spend more time with our family. So just find what your why is. If it's your kids, if it's your health, whatever your why is, just remember that. And then creating your story. So your story is so important. Your story is going to be what intrigues and captures others' attentions. Facts tell, stories sell. So people want to know the why. They want to know why you're doing it, what it did for you. They don't really care about the how. They don't really care about the science behind lavender. They don't care about in the studies typically, unless they're a green or they're interested in science. But people want to know your stories. They want to know what worked for you, what your testimonies are. So creating your story. If you're doing a business class or you're doing an opportunity class, you want people to know about the financial side of Young Living, your story has 4 parts. So the first part is your background, your job. What do you do for a living? Number 2 is what you don't like about it. Do you work long hours? Is it super stressful? Is it not something you're passionate about? Number 3 is the solution. How is Young Living going to fix that? And number 4 is what do you feel about the future? So my business class intro story goes something like this. Hi, I'm Kayla. My background is in accounting and human resources. I didn't like working 40+ hours a week outside of the home and having to send my kids to daycare. I missed out on a lot of firsts with my kids, and I wanted to be home with them. So I started sharing Young Living, and I loved how natural it came to me. Within 2 years, I was able to quit my full-time job and stay home with my kids, working Young Living full-time. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I love the flexibility and time with my kids. I'm excited about the future and the possibility of bringing my husband home so that he can spend time and watching our family and kids grow up. And then there's an intro story. So this would be for like a 101 class, an intro class. There's a story that you can create for that, and it has 4 parts as well. So you start with your name. What's your name? Number 2, where are you from? Number 3, a little bit about your family. Number 4, what brought you to Young Living? Number 5, sorry, there's actually 6 parts. Number 5, how oils have impacted your life. And number 6, why you started sharing Young Living. So my story for an intro class is something like this. Hi, I'm Kayla from Fort Worth, Texas. I've been married to Kyle for 6 years. Our anniversary was April 24th. We have 2 children, Christopher, who is 4, and Catherine, who is 2. I've been using essential oils for over 3 years now, and I got started after facing a difficult season with my son's health. After trying to treat it in the traditional sense with little to no success, I decided to incorporate essential oils to support his wellness. 3 years later, I can't help but share the oils with everyone I meet. Young Living's vision is to bring oils into every home in the world, and I am helping to fulfill that vision. So just create your story, have it memorized, something super quick, something super easy, but just have that memorized and ready to present to a one-on-one, to a class. Your story is really going to capture them, and they'll be more likely to hear the rest of what you have to say. And then number 4, setting your goals and working with numbers. So I have this thermometer worksheet just to kind of show you what it looks like. So goal setting is very important, and here is what this looks like. So here's the Rising Star Team Bonus, and I have this in the team office. If you need it, I can tag y'all in it. but it's in the file section. So you've got your Rising Star team bonus and your qualifying legs here, and then you've got your overall OGB. This is a super awesome thing to print out, figure out what your goals are, and then keep track of them on this really colorful, easy to read sheet here. But goals. So setting goals is very, very important. You can set weekly, monthly, and yearly goals. People who set goals have a higher chance of achieving them. Review your goals every morning before starting your day and again when you go to bed. They say that the conscious mind uses about 10% of the brain, but the subconscious mind uses about 90%. So that is huge. So just reminding yourself of those goals, your subconscious brain is going to go to work and you will achieve those. Make sure your goals are SMART. So that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive. Make sure that those goals are clearly written out, that they are realistic, that you have a time frame. Like my goal right now is I want to be gold by convention of 2017. So just make sure that there's a time frame for those goals. So yeah, this thermometer worksheet, Shelby, I'll make sure to tag it to bring it back up. But there's also one for STAR. So you've got 500 OGB, and here's your little tracker for that STAR. Senior STAR, 2000 OGB, you can keep track of it here. It goes all the way up to Royal Crown Diamond. So these are super helpful. So next thing that we're going to talk about is a new method that I have called the 3-2 method. So I want you all to get out a pen and paper. If you don't have a pen and paper, get out your cell phone, or just get something out to write with so that you can make a list of contacts. And I want you guys to think of 10 contacts. So think of 10 leads, 10 people that you know that don't have oils, don't use oils, that would be interested in them. Think of your circles that you're in, friends, family, church, work, etc. So think of those circles, think of people that don't have oils that need them, and I want you guys to write down 10 people. And then what I want you to do after you have those 10 people is I want you to narrow that list down to 3 members. So I want you to focus on 3 non-members. Out of the 10 that you just come up with, I want you to narrow it down to 3 people and find those 3 people. Then what I want you to do is call and text those 3 non-members and invite them to a class. And what I want you to do is give them 2 class dates. So it can be a Starbucks class or at your house, something super simple, but have 2 class dates available. Call and text those 3 non-members and say something like this. Hey, I have a class on this date or this date. Which date works better for you? And let's say they say July 31st. Then you can say, if you bring 2 non-members with you to my class on July 31st, I will give you a free gift. And now that free gift can be something super easy. You can do thieves cleaner sample, you can do lip balm, an oil sample or a product sample, something super affordable, super cheap. But just contacting those 3 non-members and asking them to bring 2 non-members to your class, that's going to give you 6 non-members at your class. And those 6 non-members, you're probably not even going to know. You're not going to have any idea who they are. But it's like, I like to call it the referral method. So they trust their friends trust you, and when they invite them to your class, then they're going to automatically trust you as well. That trust is going to be transferred. So I'm calling this the 3-2 method. So narrow your list of contacts down to 3 non-members, 3 leads. Call and text those 3 leads. Pick out a class date with them. Ask them to invite 2 non-members to your class. And you can either do a big class where you have those 6, or I guess it would be 9 people there, and have like a big class, or you could do 3 one-on-ones. So you could meet each non-member at Starbucks and have them bring their 2 non-members and do a smaller class that way. Either way, but just contact 3 people, have them bring 2 people, and that's going to give you 6 non-members. So just a little overview of what all we went over. So we talked about creating your story and how important that your stories are to your business, to your classes. people are going to connect with that. And then we talked about goal setting, using a tracker, some kind of system where you can track your goals. Also, remembering your why. When things get tough, make sure to remember that why. Why are you doing this? That will push you through the hard times. And then creating that list of contacts, narrowing it down to 3 people, contacting those 3 people, and doing this 3-2 method. I've been trying this 3-2 method with the last couple classes that I did, and I found it super successful because I don't have time to follow up with all 30 people that I invite to a class. But I have time to follow up with 3 people, and I have time to make it a point to talk to those 3 people, and then they only have to contact 2 people, and you know, I'm going to offer them a free gift for their efforts. People love free stuff. They love it. So you can bribe just about anyone with anything with something free, especially something they're interested in, like an essential oil, something they don't have. Shelby said she loves her oily planner. I use my Google Calendar. I am a technology girl, but I have seen lots of people love that oily planner. Just find whatever works for you to keep track of your day, your schedule, whether that be your iPhone calendar, Google Calendar, a planner. But that was pretty much all I had for you guys today. I just wanted to keep it super basic, and I wanted to introduce you guys to that 3-2 idea. And I just think that this is an awesome idea for your classes, for invites, doing this 3-2 method. And I am going to open this up now for questions. So if you have any questions, comment below, and I'm going to stick around to answer those. So any questions, it can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about what we talked about today. I am here to help you guys. So just any questions that you might have, comment them below, and I am here to answer those and help you guys. Kathia loves the 3-2 idea. I do too. It's super simple, right? I mean, it's really, really easy. It's something that, I mean, it might take you 30 minutes of your day to contact 3 people, and it's going to really increase your numbers for your classes, for your events. So I love that method. It's really been working for me, and it's been working for other people. So I'm glad you like that. I know if you're anything like me, I've been doing this for over 3 years now, and I feel like I'm kind of running out of leads, but I always have 3 leads going at a time, whether that be someone from the gym, someone from church, someone on Facebook that randomly messages me a question about oils. I can always come up with 3 people. So this 3-2 idea is a good way to get those 3 people to turn into 6 leads that you now have. And if these 3 non-members sign up for Young Living and you put those guests that they invited underneath them, that could spark their curiosity for hosting more classes and earning an income. So it could be a good way to introduce the business as well. Any other questions or comments? Shelby wants to do a passion class or an ancient scripture of the oils. She's trying to branch out. Good resources in the files. I do have resources on the passion class. Somewhere I have that. I will have to find that for you. Now the ancient oils of scripture, I actually just ordered the DVD for that class, and I'm going to be having a movie watching party as soon as that comes in. So be on the lookout for that, and I might just live stream it, the movie watching party, so those of you that are in Houston can watch that with me. But I'm super excited about the Ancient Oils DVD. Dr. David Stewart is the guy who wrote the book, Ancient Oils of Scripture, and he is in this movie. And someone else posted that they bought it, and it's super, super good. I actually got to meet Dr. David Stewart at convention, and he is an awesome man. So I will definitely be having a movie night soon with that. And I'll look for those other classes. And Shelby, I did post a file the other day, and it was like class scripts or something. I'll tag you in that and see if something will work for you for some other classes. Another thing with intro classes, because yeah, it's same old hat, same old information, one thing you can do is keep the same intro class, but gear it towards a specific group of people. So like Tessa and I have done a workout class or a fitness health class. You can take all of those 11 oils in the premium starter kit and you can gear those towards fitness. So for example, peppermint oil is great for energy, great for sore muscles. Lemon oil helps for the body's natural detox. So you can take that, okay, passion for instance. You could say stress away helps me unwind so I can get in the mood. Or I'm trying to think of some other things you could do. But you can still change your intro classes to meet those certain people. Pam wants to know if the 3-2 plan would work at her workplace. I think definitely, Pam. Talk to 3 co-workers. Have those 3 co-workers invite 2 more people and maybe do a class at your work or on your lunch break. Maybe go out to lunch somewhere and do a class. I think the 3-2 plan can work anywhere with anyone. Shelby, our fitness class was super successful. Tessa and I did it. We did it in person and then we did an online fitness class. That was really successful. Fitness and health is really popular right now. So we found that was super successful. But yeah, fitness is really easy. You can also talk about the Ninja Red Premium Starter Kit instead of the oil kit with fitness because Ninja Red is great for energy. You can really gear that Ninja Red kit towards fitness and working out. And then you can do a chemical-free lifestyle class with the Thieves products, the Thieves Premium Starter Kit. There's so many options. And if you need help creating something that I don't have, let me know, and I'm happy to help you guys come up with anything, any kind of class script. But yeah, so Shelby said she feels weird at work because it's frowned upon. Okay, so with teaching and teachers, I know that there's a big thing about scents and fragrances, but I found a lot of teachers, if they just explain that it's not just a smell, that it actually has medicinal value and wellness, then maybe you can get that passed to have a diffuser in your class. But yeah, I know that's a hard one at school. But you can definitely talk about it, even if you can't diffuse them in your room. You can still talk about it with your coworkers. So I was in HR. So if you go to your principal or just your front office, you can ask them if you have an HR person or someone you can speak to get permission to do a diffuser in your class or to have a class at school. There will definitely be someone you can talk to about that. Any other questions? Okay, well I will, if y'all have any more questions, feel free to jump on, but I'm going to tag y'all in the thermometers that is in the, looks like this. It's a file in the team office. I'll tag this in the team office, maybe post it in this group if I can figure out how. And that way y'all will see this. Y'all can print this out for your goals. And then I'll also tag you in the different class scripts, Shelby, that I have, and you can see if any of those work for you. I know we have lots of stuff in my team office that you can use. Aw, thanks, Courtney. You're so sweet. My sweet friends. Well, thank y'all so much for joining me, and if y'all missed this live, the replay will be available up in here, so you can go back and watch it anytime. But I enjoyed chatting with you all, and I hope that this helped you, and I will make sure to get those thermometers and the goal sheet worksheets for y'all, and I'll look for those class scripts so that y'all can have those for different classes. You're so welcome, Pam. Thank y'all so much for joining me and for taking time out of your night. I know people are super busy, and I really appreciate y'all taking the time to meet with me tonight. But stay on the lookout for more classes, and I'll be having that movie watching party pretty soon with that Ancient Oils DVD. It should be super fun. So thank you all. Have a great night. And if you have any other questions, feel free to comment and I'll go back and make sure I answer all of those. But thank y'all. Have a great evening.